Two big performances in Lexington could mean some traffic headaches for thousands downtown tonight.
The community is coming together to mourn the loss of the victims killed in Louisiana's movie theater shooting. I'm Kenneth Craig in Lafayette with the latest on the investigation into the shooting.
And families in Johnson County are getting a well-deserved break from dealing with the devastation this month's storms brought to the area.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 11.
Two big shows are creating big headaches for drivers in downtown Lexington tonight. Thanks for watching WKYT. I'm Kristen Kennedy. On one stage is the band The Eagles at Rupp Arena. And just a few blocks away on another stage is the musical 42nd Street at the Lexington Opera House. Transportation leaders estimate thousands of people within a quarter-mile area tonight. Garrett Weimer has tonight's top story at 11. He is live downtown covering traffic concerns. Hey, Garrett.
Well, Kristen, it's been a busy night downtown thanks to those two big shows that are just a couple of blocks away. Right now, the roads are fine, but that'll likely be a different story in just a few minutes once everyone is back in their cars from that concert at Rupp Arena. A lot of folks waited for this concert to come.
Grew up listening to them, and my mom was always playing them. And when Hell Freezes Over, I think that was the only CD that we listened to for maybe a year and a half.
The seats are as close as I could get without sitting in Don Henley's lap as he plays drums.
But even after this day came, many still had to wait. 17,000 people were expected for the Eagles concert at Rupp Arena, with another 600 expected just off Broadway at the Lexington Opera House to see 42nd Street. That's a lot of people packed into just a couple of blocks, and both shows started at the same time. Folks coming to the shows were encouraged to come downtown early so they wouldn't have as much trouble finding a place to park. That's exactly what a lot of people did.
We wanted to strategically park, and we also wanted to make sure we could get in on the Lexington vibe down here downtown and check out some good local food and maybe hit up a pub and have a good time before the show.
But oh, the difference a few minutes made.
The traffic is horrible. It really is. But other than that, well worth it. You know, we're here, we're parked, and we're ready to enjoy the show.
Well, the good news is those two shows ended at different times. So the show at the Opera House ended about a half an hour ago, which gave the folks there plenty of time to get in their cars and get out of downtown before those 17,000 people inside Rupp Arena get in their cars and hit these streets once again. Live in downtown Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Garrett, thank you. There is another show of 42nd Street tomorrow afternoon. Friends and family are mourning the deaths of two women gunned down inside a movie theater 2 days ago in Louisiana. Kenneth Craig shows us how the community is paying tribute to them tonight.
Hundreds of people attended an emotional candlelight vigil Saturday night for the victims of the deadly shooting rampage 2 days ago in Lafayette.
When somebody you love is the person that's in that headline, it's devastating.
A makeshift memorial grows outside the store owned by Jillian Johnson. She and 21-year-old Macy Bro were gunned down inside the Grand movie theater. 9 others were injured. As the community mourns, signs like this ask for prayers for the victims and their families. Across town, people made prayer flags for the victims.
I didn't know the two victims personally, but it breaks my heart that something like this could happen in our town.
The community plans to sew these flags into a large quilt. At the same time, investigators are trying to figure out why John Hauser chose this quiet city. A law enforcement source familiar with the investigation tells CBS News police found writings in Hauser's room that said he wanted to target law enforcement, government agencies, and abortion clinics, and anyone else will do. He had even written the name of the movie and showtime he planned to attack. Authorities say the gun Hauser used to carry out the shooting was purchased legally last year, despite his criminal history and mental illness. Kenneth Craig, CBS News, Lafayette, Louisiana.
Funeral services will be held Monday for Johnson and Bro. Lexington police are investigating a crash involving multiple cars at a busy intersection. Just before 7:30 tonight, police say a red Ford Escape tried to make a left turn onto Pink Pigeon Parkway off Man o' War and hit a silver Ford Mustang. The wreck caused the Ford Escape to flip onto the back of a third car. Officers say some people involved in the wreck had minor injuries, but no one went to the hospital. Police don't plan on filing any charges. We are finally getting what our meteorologists call a normal summer weekend. Sunny skies and very warm temperatures. Meteorologist Jim Caldwell has a look at what we can expect overnight and into tomorrow.
Should be fairly pleasant out there for us tonight, Kristen. Temperatures probably into the upper 60s, low 70s in some spots. Let's check our daily breakdown, though. As you mentioned, it is basically a normal summer weekend around here. Storms will return, though, it looks like tomorrow afternoon, evening, maybe a little bit later for some of us. And then we'll watch that surge in temperatures again as we're closer to 90 degrees more than just one day. We'll likely be around that for a few days heading into the new week. We're right now in the low and mid 70s throughout most of the area. Lexington, 74, 75 in Richmond, upper 60s down to our south there in Somerset and also into Monticello. So very pleasant because the humidity's not just out of this world, out of control tonight, at least. We're going to watch it increase in the coming days, but I don't think it would be as bad as it was recently. Defender remains on the calm side all throughout the entire area. No showers, no thunderstorms anywhere across central or eastern Kentucky. However, tomorrow we will begin tracking those chances, and I'll take a closer look at that with our hour-by-hour forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Families in Johnson County are still dealing with significant flood damage from this month's storms. And today, many of them celebrated Christmas in July, taking a break from the cleanup. The Johnson County Public Library organized Christmas craft stations where children could make reindeer out of popsicle sticks.
When things like this happen, people are reminded of what's important, and I think this is a good way to take advantage of an event that can bring your family together.
Organizers say the library plans about 9 events every year. They want to improve public education in Lexington. This morning, the Urban Education Summit met to address issues in the classroom. The summit began 5 years ago when a group of local pastors came up with 3 things they wanted to address in the community. And now they try to meet every year to discuss those issues.
Topics and areas getting involved with PTA. Matter of fact, we got a session today called Not Your Mama's PTA to try and get awareness there. Dealing with also mental health issues with students. We have a session dealing with that. Tips for today's grandparents. Quickly recognize grandparents now. There are more grandparents helping children through navigate the educational process, and school is different now than it was when they were raising their own kids.
The summit partners with Fayette County Public Schools, allowing them to focus on areas the district is targeting. They are educating people on making better heart-healthy lifestyle choices. Today, the American Heart Association teamed up with Franklin Regional Medical Center for the Heart Chase. Michelle Chamberlain went to the race.
This is who heart disease and stroke affects.
The goal today, chase away heart disease.
20% of people that have a congenital heart defect, are born with that, while 80% of people with heart disease, it's all due to lifestyle factors such as smoking, lack of exercise, or just their eating habit.
The Heart Chase is all about education and awareness while having fun with family and friends.
The best way to describe it is the amazing race meets minute to win it. So teams are going around finding the different checkpoints on the map, and then they're having to complete an activity or game really quick.
Oh my gosh, we realize we're all out of shape.
Heart disease is the #1 killer for all Americans, and here in Kentucky, heart disease kills more people than all of the cancers combined.
It's what you eat, being healthy. I think it's just a combination of everything, and it's something as little as 30 minutes of activity a day that can really improve your overall health.
I'm going to exercise more.
Yeah.
Just at least dance every day. I mean, come on, how hard could that be?
It takes commitment and eating healthy and exercising.
And have a heart-healthy day. Bye, everyone.
In Frankfort, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
That looked fun. Today's event helped raise almost $10,000 for the American Heart Association. The next Heart Chase will take place in Richmond. A little girl in Harrison County needs help getting a service dog. Bella Menard was born with epilepsy, juvenile dementia, and autism. The program Dogs Through for Paws approved the 12-year-old to receive a service dog. It'll be able to help alert Bella's family and teachers before she has a seizure. Today, her family held an event to help raise money to buy the dog.
The community's been wonderful. We have all these wonderful stuff for the bake sale. We've had a lot of donations. Bennett came out today with a puppy from Four Paws that she helps to foster through the University of Kentucky. The community's just been wonderful, giving gift cards, helping us to provide some of the food for this, and then giving things for our silent auction.
If you want to help Bella, you can go to WKYT.com. We have a link there to Bella's family's donation page. We have some congratulations to give out here at WKYT. Members of our team were nominated for awards at the 51st Annual Ohio Valley Regional Emmys. Our sports director and anchor, Rob Bromley, was inducted into the Silver Circle tonight for more than 30 years of service in the Lexington market. We will hear from Rob later in sports. And congratulations to everyone on the WKYT team. Lovers in Lexington held an event to raise money to help care for horses at McConaughey Farm and Rescue. The farm takes in horses who need urgent care or a new home. There was a silent auction, raffles for gift certificates to places around town, a concert, and a horse parade.
We are raising money to help rehabilitate and retrain and rehome horses. All the money will go to the vet and farrier care of the horses that we are rescued and hopefully find them forever homes.
Organizers raised more than $2,000. Some Lexington Legends players pitched in this morning to help build a home for a family in need. Habitat for Humanity has been working on the home in Lexington for several weeks and needed a little extra muscle to help finish the job.
If everybody's not working together, nothing's going to get done. And a lot of communication, because without communication, you don't know what you're going to do and what you have to do to get it done.
If you want to volunteer with Habitat for Humanity, go to WKYT.com and click on this story. The ladies were